that sometimes.
You gave me the option, so I did it.
Oh, you did. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, so Scott,
Yes.
we wanted to chit chat with you about your kind of like music journey on the promotion side of putting shows together and
Okay.
how you got started in that.
I kind of
Like,
fell into it, I guess. I spent a lot of time traveling and getting to know bands around the Midwest, the regional bands, and decided I would rather just bring the bands here than keep driving to multiple states to go see them. So found a venue that would work with me and started booking shows. I mean, that's really all there was to it.
and the venue, you started at Biggs, right?
Biggs, yep.
Because I was talking to Alex about that a couple weeks ago, and I was like, I really feel like Scott is why Biggs became anything.
I if I am part of it, that's awesome. I
That's
definitely have brought quite a few bands there.
yeah. We've seen a lot of concerts there. I thought about that the other day. I was like, oh wow, like how many bands have I seen there? And it was because Scott was like, hey, you know, I've got my friends from Minneapolis coming down to play at Biggs. And I was
Yep.
like, Biggs thing?
Yeah, it's been fun. I started it in 2016 and I'm still doing it.
Okay, that's
Cow.
almost 10 years.
Yeah.
Almost,
That's
yeah.
8 years. Yeah.
8 years.
Because I think I was at Biggs for the first time in 2014, and it was just a bunch of pool tables.
Yeah.
Like I thought I was like, this is such wasted space.
Yeah, it was a pool hall back then.
Yeah. And
Yep.
then you did, I don't remember what was the first show you invited me to there, but I know that I've seen Blue Felix at Biggs. I've seen Gabriel and the Apocalypse at Biggs. I've
Yeah.
seen City of the Week at Biggs.
Yeah.
I saw the Nearly Deads.
Yep. They were good too.
That was awesome. I want to see
Yeah,
them again.
I do. I feel like you played a big role in like bringing a lot of those bands to Sioux Falls.
A lot of the regional bands, the regional nu metal bands and stuff, yes, for sure.
Oh yeah, from a lot of them from Minneapolis, correct?
Minneapolis, Des Moines, Kansas City, Sioux City, Omaha, kind of all over.
Wow. You used to just road trip to see them.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
That's crazy.
Well, I road tripped it with you a couple times.
Yeah, a few times I think.
Yeah.
You and Alex.
Yep. Let's not forget that time we had to buy extra tickets at the door because you couldn't find the tickets.
Yep. Left them on the fridge.
Yep. That was Blue Felix show.
That was Blue Felix and Mankato.
Yep, that was fun. That was a lot of fun. That was a good time. So like when you put together the shows, do you decide like who you want your headliner to be when you pick out, or do you ask the bands, hey, who do you want to play with?
No, I decide that stuff, and sometimes it's a matter of bands hitting me up because they're touring or they're stopping through at a certain date, so they're generally headliners, and then I'm lining up the rest of the bands to play on the bill with them.
Oh, because I kind of was curious about that. I'm working at a venue, and I'm always like, well, sometimes we have bands come through, and they're like, well, we don't have an opener, and they're like, oh, well, we'll get you one.
Yep.
So it's just like, how does that work on the other side of that?
Yeah, and a lot of them are just, I feel like putting on a show, or I feel like bringing a band down, so I'll just bring them down and set it up however I want it.
And then you throw birthday parties.
Yeah, this year will be my 9th year.
9th year birthday party?
Yep.
That's crazy. I didn't know you'd been doing those.
That is crazy.
For 9 years.
Yep.
Are you still doing the potluck part of that, or?
I haven't done potluck in a while, but I was actually thinking about it this year. That's funny that you mentioned that.
Because I know that one year, one of the years that I went, you had the potluck.
Yeah.
For it. Can you guys still hear me?
Yep.
Okay. I heard something make the sound, and I was like, whoa.
Pretty sure it was your speaker on that
Oh.
show.
I didn't even know it was on. Oh, you know what? The Bluetooth on it.
Yeah, the potluck usually goes over pretty well. People like that. I was thought about bringing it back this year.
Yeah. I mean, how many people did you have at the last birthday party?
Probably 150 ish.
I know they.
I get anywhere from 150 to 300. It really depends on the weather because it's late November.
Ugh. That's a big birthday party.
Yeah.
I don't think I know that many people.
I don't either.
They come for the music. Like
Yeah.
I would assume that a lot of them come because they like the bands, and you're putting on a show with
Yep.
bands that mesh well together. Like their music flows well together.
Yep. I try. I know a lot of promoters don't. They just put random bands together and they don't really mix very well. But I'm always really careful about who I put with bands because I like the music to flow right. I like bands that make sense together.
Mm-hmm. Sure, that totally makes a lot of sense. I've been to a couple shows, and I'm like, that doesn't make. I'm like, why are they traveling together?
Yeah. Or when you got a rap metal band and then somebody puts like a death metal band before them, it just doesn't make sense.
No,
Yeah.
it just doesn't. No, yeah. I like that you kind of like address that issue though when you're putting your shows together.
Yeah, I know a lot of touring bands have complimented me on that because they go to a lot of other cities where the promoters really just don't care and they just put random bands that just don't make sense, and they come here and it's always good bands that are relevant to what's being played.
That's cool. And then when you put the shows together, how important is that? Because I see a lot on Facebook all the time where people are, support local bands, support local music, buy tickets at the venue, buy tickets from people. Truly, how important is that?
Well, around here, I like to actually, I have my opening bands sell tickets. It's not a pay to play per se because I don't care if they sell tickets or not. But if they do sell tickets, I give them an incentive to sell. So I'll give them a cut of the ticket sales
Okay.
for the tickets that they sell. It's a win-win for me because it gets people in the door. Once people see cars outside and, somebody buys some tickets, they're going to be telling their friends about it. So, if you sell 2 tickets, there's more than likely you're going to be bringing a couple more people with them.
Oh, yeah.
So that's the way I look at it. And especially with giving artist cut, I mean, they deserve to get paid. They deserve to make money for bringing their fans in too.
Yeah. That's why, like, our goal for our podcast is to introduce people to a whole world of music that they might not even know that these bands are out there, because they are like small bands in towns where maybe they don't get enough promotion, or somebody just doesn't toss their name out there enough. And I want to be able to like bring these bands and promoters and venues all together, and so maybe at some point you're throwing a show together and you can be like, hey Kitty, Alex, you guys know anybody in the area, and we can make a partnership out of it. Like, yeah, I'll throw you some names.
Yeah.
Just to help everybody, because I just feel like that's what it's all about in the world of music.
Absolutely.
Alex, you're awful quiet.
It's been loud on the other side of my door. That's why.
On top of self promotion for a lot of these shows, because I know you do a lot of promoting on your own.
Yep.
It's like
I'm totally independent. I don't work for a promotional company or anything.
See, I think that's super cool. That you just.
Not many people do that. I mean, there's people that work directly with bar or whatever, but there's not a lot of people that just book shows because they want to.
And then, like, how much is an average show when you put a show together? That's coming out of your pocket at first, and then you
Well,
recoup it with your ticket sales?
if I'm lucky, I recoup it all with ticket sales. I don't like to book shows that I can't afford the guarantee. Like bands always have a guarantee, especially when they're coming from out of town. So if I can't make the guarantee, I generally won't book it. But um, like ticket sales usually take care of it, and that's why I ask the opening bands to hustle tickets as well.
That's cool. Yeah, I'm just kind of curious, like, how that all plays out. Because, like, the venue I work at, they always have a deal where they're paying the bands that play. So I didn't know if it was like a venue issue or a promoter side issue.
It's a little bit of both. It depends on who's booking the shows. Generally, when I'm booking at Biggs, I pay the bands, and then um, Biggs usually pays the sound guys and stuff.
We have 2 sound guys at our bar now. And I'm like,
Do
that
you?
is so.
Yeah, we got 2 as well.
I'm like, why do you need 2? Well, I guess I did notice at last night's show, one is always running the lights now, and then one is running the sound. But this is
Yep.
something that,
And a lot of times it takes a couple people to mic drums and stuff in between bands. It goes a little faster with 2 people
okay. What's the,
for changeovers.
do you remember by chance what the very first show you ever booked was?
Um, I don't remember if it was. I did a fundraiser and I had Drek come up from Kansas City, but I don't remember if that was the first one or if the first one was the Mushroom Head show, because I booked both of them right around the same time back in 2016.
Okay. And then do you also help book the Slam Coda Fest?
No, that's less.
Okay.
Less what?
All right. I
Yep.
see you promote it. So I didn't know if that was something that was your.
It's something that's going on at Biggs every year, and she helps promote my stuff, so we help each other out.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Getting together.
She does all the death metal, I do all the new metal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What would you consider death metal? Educate me.
What would I
Yeah.
consider death metal?
What's wrong with it?
Nothing's wrong with it.
Really fast, aggressive, generally really growly, screamy vocals. And new metal is more rap or industrial, melodic. They sing a lot more.
We had a death metal. We've had
Think
one.
of old school Ice Set to Kill as new metal.
Oh, I can't wait to go see them. We had one death metal show at the venue that I work at, and that was something.
Yeah.
They had a
Not much of a death metal guy myself.
They had a Japanese band. Like, we had a Japanese death metal band, and he would get up there and he sounded like a demon.
Yeah.
Like a demon was coming out of this teeny tiny little guy. And then when he talked, he had such a cute little accent. I'm like, wow. Just wow is all I have.
Yeah.
But they put on
some of it I like, but some of it is a little too much for me.
Yeah, it's not my death metal is not what I would consider like my cup of tea.
No.
It depends on the band.
And then like, do you have any like major upcoming shows that you're promoting and putting together?
I booked a show that's coming up this coming Sunday. It's a rap metal band called Andrew W. Boss, and my band Robots Rising will be opening.
Aren't you in?
Well, not opening, but we're on the same bill.
2 bands now, I saw.
Yep, Robots Rising and Psycho 78.
And the one is a tribute band, correct?
Psycho 78 is a Misfits tribute band. Only old Misfits, like Danzig era Misfits.
Okay. I'm sure if I heard a song, I would know it. But like right off the top of my head.
they're not like anything that ever really gets played on the radio or anything
Yeah.
like that. You'd have to have actively listened to them or something, but they are definitely a staple in punk rock music and very influential to a lot of bands.
That's cool.
Yeah, a lot of the music that we're playing with Psycho 78 was written between 1977 and 1983.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been listening to music then. That is a little out of my musical timeline right there.
Yeah.
But
I'm too young.
this is true. That's why our tagline is bringing the old and the new, where we meet in the middle.
Yep.
Exactly. I'm learning.
Alex will catch on.
They did reunite
Back in
recently, and I got to see them September of 2022 at Riot Fest, the original Misfits. That was cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. But I have a lot of, I think we have, at Robots Rising, I think we have 9 shows still booked this year coming up.
That's a busy roster.
Yeah. We're playing Biggs next Sunday. The Saturday after that on 420, we're playing in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. And then we've got a few more Sioux Falls shows, and trying to get out to Rapid City. We're playing Minneapolis in August. We've got a lot of stuff coming.
How do you have the time
And then,
to have 2 band practices, promote shows, and still have a life?
Right.
that is my life. I'm either working or practicing or performing. And I guess yeah, I am kind of a nut because if I'm not practicing or performing, I'm generally out somewhere singing karaoke now because I've really gotten into singing karaoke. It's fun.
That's good though. I like to see, for as long as I've known you, this progressive kind of growth in your music journey, because you've started out as a promoter because you just loved music and you needed to bring it home.
As long as you've known me, I started out as a fan before that.
I know, because I road tripped several shows with you.
Yeah.
And a lot of our first interviewees on our podcast, we got exposure through you. Like, you were the ones that introduced us to those bands.
That's awesome.
So, like, they were some of the first ones that we actually reached out to. Because I was like, I've been following these bands for so long. I would love to sit and have a conversation.
Yeah, that's great.
And it just took, and it helps to kind of show too that even though you're doing the promoting, you're doing the on stage, you're still an average person. You still have a life. You're still doing things.
Oh yeah, I still work a full-time job.
See, I can barely manage to work a full-time job and a part-time job and squeeze in life. So I'm always curious, how do other people balance that out, weigh it out?
It's tough sometimes, but I don't really like to not be busy because I get in my own head. I get into depression and stuff, and it's kind of hard on me. So the more I stay busy and the more things that I keep my mind on, then I'm not in my own head all the time, and it's just easier on me, my mental health.
So do you
And that's something that I've noticed with learning to sing is I get to get it out in a different way. It's done a lot of really good things for my depression.
So does your band Robot Rising, do you guys write your own music?
The songs that we're playing right now, Robot wrote about 25 years ago, I think.
Okay, so will there be new music?
Yes, we are working on new music. He
When you say
has a bunch of
robot,
music
are you
written.
talking about the tattoo artist?
Yes.
Okay, I have him on
Yep.
Facebook. I was curious.
Yep. He's my guitar player.
Oh, okay.
And he's
Does
the one
that
that
fit?
he's the one that wrote most of the stuff that we're playing. I rewrote the lyrics on 2 of the songs, and then I talked the guys into closing our set with a cover. So every time we play, we close our set with a cover of "Everybody Wants You" by Billy Squier. Yeah, our music is really fast and aggressive, and it's pretty industrial sounding. But my vocals are more like punk rock, like hardcore punk rock.
Oh, okay.
So it makes an interesting combination. And then when we bust into that Billy Squier cover, it really gets people because they're not expecting it at all.
Yeah.
It's nothing like the rest of our music. It's more 80s, more dancey, more fun.
That's cool though. I mean, like it's like that's a. I feel like it's a great way to kind of like bring it down a little bit, but still keep
Yeah.
it on a go end. Like
Yep.
you're walking out of the show still feeling pumped up at that point.
Yep.
That's cool. I like it. So when you start to write, like you progressively start to tackle more of like the writing of the lyrics, talking
Mhm.
about, you know, you're finding your voice in this new journey and finding ways that it helps with your mental health. Do you think that some of that is going to come out in your lyrics?
It absolutely does. Some of my lyrics are pretty dark.
But we have to express our darkness because I feel like everybody has an ability to be dark, and we can either keep
Right.
it or we can share it.
Yep.
And so,
Sometimes it feels good just to get it off your chest, just to say the shit out loud, you know,
or scream it.
or scream it.
One of the three.
Like,
Yeah.
write it, say it, scream it, however it comes out.
Yep.
Are you going to write love songs?
I actually probably I will probably write one, maybe two.
Now, are they going to be like ballad style love songs, or are we going to have like more punky, grungy love songs?
Oh, it's gonna be punk for sure.
Awesome. I'm excited about that, actually.
Yeah.
Those are the
And
best.
actually, my guitar player was Psycho 78. He and I do some acoustic stuff together too. So you might get an acoustic love song too. Who knows?
That would be cool. I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
like check you guys out. So are you planning your birthday party for this year? I'm assuming already.
Absolutely.
Are either one of your bands going to be playing your party this year?
Yes. I imagine it'll probably be Robots Rising because Psycho 78 is playing Buddha's birthday party
Okay.
a month before.
Okay. Yeah, he called us out on how we need to be at his birthday party.
Yeah.
It's like,
It's 50th.
oh boy,
It's a big one.
it does. Now you hosted your 50th birthday party last year, correct?
2 years ago.
2 years. Man, I am way off.
Yep.
I am so far off.
I'll be 53 this year.
Or go in your sister's room.
Not even.
Yeah.
It is
No way.
Yeah. Born in 71. Do the math.
still rocking though. Still
You know
having
what?
a good
I'm
time.
just gonna say you're like 42.
I could see
How about
smoke
that?
coming out of your ears, Alex. You were thinking about it way too hard.
The wheel is spinning, but the hamster's dead. Okay.
I love that like you are at this point in life where you are living almost your best. You know, this could
Why
be
not?
considered like your
Never
best
too
life,
late.
right? Like this could be your
Yeah,
best life.
it's never too late.
I feel like at this point, like I get to watch my friends and get inspired by my friends to know that hey, it's okay to be older and start a new journey.
Yeah,
Because I'm always like,
for sure.
am I supposed to have dreams? Am I supposed to do this? And then I get to like, I see you and I see Buddha, and even to look at like to realize that even Toxic is about our age and reality.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they are living life, and it's okay. It's okay to still like really set a goal and reach for it and take it.
I honestly never would have thought that I'd have the self-confidence to sing in front of people. I don't know where it came from. The only thing I know is I went through a bout of depression last year around September-ish, and it unlocked something in my brain, and I don't feel the nervousness like I used to. I mean, when I first started booking shows and I would do even like a raffle where I'd have to get on stage and talk to the crowd just to draw a raffle number or whatever. I mean, me and Buddha would sit backstage for like 20 minutes just prepping, just him calming me down so I could get up there for 5 seconds. I really never thought that I'd be up there fronting a band, much less two bands.
But that has to feel
Or
good.
having the guts to go do karaoke and sing in front of a bunch of random strangers that just look at me like I'm crazy at first.
So where's your karaoke?
Because obviously I'm this punk rock metalhead dude that the first time that when the locals regulars would see me grab the mic or whatever, I could see them kind of roll their eyes like, oh God, what's this guy gonna scream at us now? And then I start belting out some Elvis or some Billy Joel or something, and they just light up. And sometimes they get up and start dancing around me and stuff. It's fun.
That's so cool. Yeah, I can
Yeah.
imagine you coming up there and you're all black with your tattooed sleeves, and they're like, what the hell does this guy think he's doing on our get off
Yeah.
the stage? And then you're like,
Yeah. Now it's funny when they call my name. I can see the old people, the regulars that know who I am. They'll be like telling the people at their table, like, this guy can actually sing. Check him out.
oh, that's so cool. Yeah, I've worked some karaoke nights, and I was like, oh, like my ears. But I
There's a
always
lot of people that should be singing.
right. But you know what? I'm not gonna diss anybody who gets up there and does it, because you got more credit. I give you credit because I'm not going to get up there and do it, because
Yeah.
I
Me neither.
get anxiety over it. So
I get anxiety just walking through Walmart, okay?
getting up on the stage and performing just karaoke, singing along, and then taking that and getting on stage and being the front man for a band, mad props. Way to go. I love it.
Thank you.
It's
Yeah,
it's a whole journey from
it
fan
is.
to stage set, and that's an awesome thing to watch.
Even like going back to high school when I wanted to be in a band or whatever, that's why I picked bass guitar, because I never thought that I'd have the guts to sing. Like I never up until October. Actually, I know the exact moment when I realized that I could sing, and it's when things changed for me. Was July 7th. I DJ'd karaoke night here, and the crowd was really lame. Nobody was really getting into the music or anything. And we played a Nothing Face song called Bleeder, and I started singing. And as soon as I started singing, everybody just came right up to the stage and started getting into it and having a lot of fun. And I got off the stage that after singing that song and went and talked, because my parents were there and Buddha was there and a bunch of people. And Buddha does not give compliments. I know you might know that about him, but for as soon as he saw me, as soon as I got off the stage, he was like, "Dude, that was awesome." He's like, "You can sing," and that kind of made me feel good at first, and that's when I kind of got interested in trying to sing more. And he wanted me to sing "Last Caress" at his birthday party this year, and so that's when I borrowed a little PA and started kind of practicing or whatever, and that's when I discovered that I liked singing, especially Misfits and Danzig stuff. And um, yeah, I went beyond doing Last Caress for his birthday party and just started a whole Misfits tribute band.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, kid stuff. Um, so what goes along though with you know Buddha saying, hey, you've got this great voice, but to bring them to the stage, you must have a really great stage presence too. Like people are just attracted to what you're doing.
I've been told that. I still feel pretty nervous, and like I know there's a lot of things that I need to work on, and it gets a little easier every time I do it. Like this show this Sunday is still going to only be my seventh time singing. So it's still really new to me, but I'm getting more used to it, getting more comfortable with the microphone and talking to the crowd and engaging with the crowd and stuff.
That's cool. So do you spend a lot of time like after your sets mingling with the crowd as well?
Always, yeah.
And do you guys
I
still?
like to get people's I like to get people's opinion on what we're doing because there's no other band that sounds like Robots Rising. So I found that people either really, really, really love it or just kind of don't understand, I think.
Okay. So do you have songs out on YouTube?
No, we need to do that. We don't have anything like he's got stuff professionally recorded that he did a long time ago, but
Okay.
his vocals are very distorted and kind of drowned in the mix. You can't really understand them.
Okay.
And it's on Bandcamp, but we're talking about re-recording the songs that we play with my vocals, and then doing some new stuff as well.
And then it would be available on all
We're gonna put it
platforms.
out everywhere once we do it.
Everywhere.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm like, I can't go check it out and throw it out and share it if it's not out there for me to share.
Yeah. We want to put something out there for people to hear.
Yeah. Throw out some CDs.
Yeah.
Have you guys thought about the vinyl? Vinyl has made such a huge comeback, I feel like.
It really has. Yeah. I don't know. We got to record first before we think about all that stuff.
I know, I always get 10 steps ahead. I told Alex, I'm like, I'm going to buy a record player to put on my shelf back there so that I can start buying vinyls when I go to concerts.
Yeah.
Because
I
it
feel like
has
don't have
made.
no space on that shelf for anything.
Yeah, no, there is. I just have to move the hoodie.
No, once you fill it with vinyls,
Oh.
you're not gonna have any.
I'll get a bigger one.
You're gonna have to move all your posters.
I will get a bigger one. Have you guys got T-shirts and stuff out already for your bands?
Yeah, we do actually. I'm wearing one right now.
Okay, I thought I had seen one that you guys had them out.
Yep, we got this one, and then we got another one with Godzilla on it.
Godzilla on it.
Yeah.
What's the story behind that?
We got a song called Godzilla.
Okay, that makes sense. I'm gonna have to scope that T-shirt.
Actually, it used to be called Breach of Contract, and the lyrics didn't make any sense because it had like this awesome Godzilla sample at the beginning and a Godzilla scream at the end. So I was like, why isn't this song about Godzilla? So I wrote lyrics about Godzilla. So now it's Godzilla.
That's cool. But I like that though. That this person that's already been established in the music world is like, hey, I want you to be my singer, and it's cool if you tweak my songs.
Oh yeah, he told me I can change any of the lyrics I want to any of the songs.
That's cool.
The one of the songs I told him not even to tell me the lyrics for. I just wrote my own.
How'd that go over?
Really well. I didn't tell them what I had written, and then when we first played it with my lyrics, they both just because I got Robot and Sam is the bass player. They both turned around and looked at me and were like, "That was awesome."
That's
So
cool.
yeah,
That's epic.
That's very cool. I am again so excited for what you have going on.
it's crazy after you've known me for so long to see that much change, huh?
It is. It's to watch the growth journey. It's awesome to see where people go and to know that I have been there for that journey, and I get to continue to be there for that journey, even if it's from across the country.
Yep.
So when you guys do your tour and you're booking yourselves out on these venues, how far of a circle are you guys going out?
As of right now, just regional Des Moines, Minneapolis, Omaha, Sioux City. We played Sioux City already. Rapid City, trying to get to Kansas City. Like to play maybe Colorado, but Robot is also a full-time dad, so he kind of can't go too far for too long. Weekend runs is pretty much what we can do right now.
Okay. I always kind of wonder like how extra life plays into where bands tour at.
Yeah, I would like to go farther and do more, but we're kind of limited right now.
Well, summer's coming up. Take the kids with you.
Right?
I would be that parent that would be like, you just come with me. We'll go on a road trip.
I'd like to take it down to Texas so my kid could see me.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. You said Colorado. And I was thinking, in my mind, I'm like, well, what about Texas? Because isn't that where you're from?
Yep. Oh yeah, we could have some crowds in Texas. I know people in every city there.
Yeah, that's cool. I've definitely been to Texas like maybe once or twice, kind of like passing through. Not really spent a whole lot of time there.
It's fun. I like Texas. I miss it.
Sorry. He's got to get used to the whole like mom is kind of busy sometimes concept. He wants to be part of everything still. I guess this goes back to I would just be like, they can just go with me.
Yep.
Always a part of everything I got going on. So Alex and I have talked about throwing our own party in a year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we want to throw a Chatting Underground podcast party in a year. You want to help us book our shows?
Sure.
We have the perfect venue out here at Motorco where I work at.
Yeah.
And I was like, we could have Scott help us plan it out since we have no idea what we're doing.
I would absolutely help you in any way I can.
Everything is. Sure. Hey, that microphone picks up all your noise. Yeah, because then I told Alex, I was like, well, maybe we could get some of the bands that we talked to on the show to come play for us at our venue.
Yeah.
Because that would just be cool to have a giant party, I think, to celebrate
super cool.
our make it 1 year. Cross my fingers that a year from now we'll be having another conversation about how far we've all come again.
Yeah.
I think that would just be awesome. What was that, Alex?
I said yes.
Is there any questions that you might have in the fire there, Alex? You're just so quiet. Alex is more the techie person.
I'm tired. I've been fighting a migraine today.
Oh, those are no fun.
No.
It was the eclipse. We'll just blame it on the eclipse.
Yeah, blame it all on the eclipse.
I blamed everything today has been the eclipse. The eclipse has done it all today. Yeah. Hi, baby. It's nice to see you. Nice to see where you're going and what's going on, and that you're still doing your thing and putting shows together and playing shows.
Yeah, thank you.
When do you get to announce the May 31st show?
I'm not sure.
Oh, because I looked it up and they're running a contest with their fans right now to name their tour.
Oh, really?
It's an unnamed tour. They have their tour dates posted, but they don't have a name for that 6-week tour that they're going on between their big tours.
They have the tour announced already, though?
Yep.
With the dates and everything?
Yep, I did see it.
Cool.
Yep.
Cool.
I think I saw it maybe 3 or 4 days ago. I saw it posted on their Facebook page.
Cool.
And
yeah, that'll be a fun one.
I'm so jealous of you on that, but at the same time, I am so genuinely excited for you getting that opportunity, because that is going to be so much fun.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But I'm very, very happy for you. I am so excited for everything you have going on. I can't wait to watch
Thank you. I'm excited for you. I think this is going to be a nice adventure for you, too.
Oh, I sure hope so. We are supposed to
have... Who
have...
else do you have lined up to...
Lindy from Gabriel and Apocalypse is going to sit with us. I might actually have to reschedule hers, though. I'm going to have to push it out a week. So I have her on the schedule, and I'm trying to find a time that works for Toxic. Because I really want to, both of them, I very much want to sit and have a conversation with, because again, it's one of those, like, I've watched so much of their journey, just, popping onto their Facebook page as just the fan to, see how Toxic has all of this stuff always going on. And, he's always building rat rods and always taking on a new adventure, but he still finds time for music.
Yeah.
And he's so passionate about his music, and he has such a great like range in his voice where he does like the acoustic covers. One of my favorites was he did When Doves Cry, and then he does like
Yep.
Middle Finger Up.
Yeah.
And it
That was still my favorite.
like I love it.
Yeah.
Like, and there was the post where he did what was it? He went to his son's school for career day. And I want to be like,
Oh,
how did that go when you walked into your son's classroom for career day? I want to know. Would have loved to have
I
been a
would have been
mouse on the
excited.
wall. Right. Like,
right.
I want to be
He's definitely inspiration for me in a lot of ways, artistically, musically, just everything. He's the reason I bought a sewing machine.
I didn't say, and he makes his own clothes. It's very
Yep.
expensive, and I would pay for them, no questions asked, to have a custom Toxic outfit made.
Yep.
But like, yeah, he makes his own clothes. I've seen where he creates his own band T-shirts, and
Yep.
has time to go snowboarding with his son and have this awesome relationship. And I'm like,
Yep.
where do you find the time? How do you balance life?
He's like me, always busy, always doing something.
Well, and now he's got a tree trimming business.
Yep.
Like,
And a cover band.
oh, I did see something
He's
about that.
It's called High Octane now too.
Yeah,
Yep.
I saw that. And then Lindy, she's got a clothing line and a makeup line and her music line, and she's a new mommy.
Yep.
I'm just like, how do you guys do this? And I actually spent
patience.
I spent part of my day today just like, I'm like, oh, I need to go back and listen to all of her music. Like, I told Alex, this is like, I couldn't even name one song that I could talk as my favorite, but I found two that I really liked today. I was like, ooh, I really like those. It's been a while since I like took a deep dive.
Man, it's hard to pick a favorite. I would say March of the Dolls, Here Comes the Crash, and Sonic Bionic are probably my three favorites.
I really like Bleed Me an Ocean.
Crash is one of mine.
Oh yeah.
Kill.
Yeah,
Thrill of the Kill too. Yep, that's a good one too.
But what I loved about their music, is that from start to finish, their style never changed.
Right.
That group has been very consistent in not doing what I see a lot of bands do, where they have this really great first time CD come out and it's awesome, and then like the next CD it's still pretty awesome, and then they hit that third CD and all of a sudden it's like, where did you go?
Yeah.
Where listening to Gabriel and the Apocalypse, like, it's very consistent, like that style, that sound, the way it flows, and I love that. That to me is what makes a really
both Gabriel and the
band.
Apocalypse and Blue Felix are pretty much new bands now. They did a bunch of member changes, so they're not the same people in either band anymore. Actually, Joey and Zach from Gabriel and the Apocalypse are in Blue Felix now.
Oh wow!
And Ian from Blue Felix is in Gabriel and the Apocalypse now.
Well, they had to have already been familiar with each other's music, because I know I've seen them at least 3 times at the same show.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So, like, I know I have seen both bands at Biggs together.
Yep.
And then I saw both bands at Totally Awesome, or Totally.
Yep, Totally Awesome Fest.
Yeah.
I missed that. Those shows were fun.
That was fun. That really was.
Yeah.
Mom hit a squirrel on the way up there.
Yup, I sure did, and it bounced.
Never gonna let you live it down.
I did.
That poor squirrel.
It definitely should not have run across the road. There was nothing I could do about it at that point.
There wasn't a crosswalk. It was jaywalking. It's okay.
Yeah, so I just like, and oh, and Steph from City of the Week. Got to work with her
Nice.
to get her on. And then, I mean, I could throw out a few more names of people if you want to throw my name out there, because
Yeah.
they're on my wish list of
Yeah.
people that I would like to talk to. Eli Dirks is one.
Yeah. Eli will be here Friday night.
I saw that he's in a band now,
Yeah.
not just playing
Yeah.
his solo.
They're really good.
So
You would actually really like them too, because Macy is an awesome singer.
cool. I'll have to check him out. I remember
Back
seeing
and Blue.
him once at Biggs when it was just him and his guitar on the stage.
Yep.
And that,
Yeah.
like, the whole time I'm like, why has somebody not picked this kid up? I get it. He's young. He was like 16, but I was just like, he's so talented and he's so courageous for being on this stage in front of all of these people by himself.
By himself. Yep.
Like,
And killed it every time.
everything that he was doing, and I was just like totally like, wowed. And now he has.
Yeah, I can't wait to see him on Friday. Friday's his birthday too.
I did see that too, and I was like, man,
Yeah.
I missed all the good stuff. I really wish
I'm
that
probably gonna cook him some food. He likes my cooking, so I'm probably gonna cook him some food.
That's cool. Like, I wish that the venue that I worked at did more like metal shows. We do a lot of like indie rock shows.
Yeah.
Indie rock, a lot of like weekend dance parties.
Reach out to the metal bands; they'll come.
So
Hemlock is a national touring band. They'd come out there. Scream at the Sky, they're a national touring band. They'd come out there.
Widow
Widow 7 would probably go out there if they're in the area.
Yeah, I do. Like, I wish that our venue would have more of those types of bands rather than like
That's where you come into play. That's where you come into play. Book them yourself.
Because I did tell him, I was like, hey, I told one of the promoters, I said, I'm going to put a little bird in your ear. I said, Nearly Deads is throwing it out online right now. Promoters slip into their DMs. They're looking to book. And I told him, I was like, if you bring them to our venue, people will come to see them. I was like, mainly this girl right here.
Yeah, same.
I was like, I would bring at least two of us. But we have
make it
like a lot of like country type bands and a lot of like indie rock bands. We don't have anything that's typically more like rock.
There's the Birthday Massacre.
Like once in a while we do. Like we had the Birthday Massacre, and then Pell Waves was there.
With Gatlin.
And then I don't know, Scott, have you heard of a girl, the band, the group is called Blonde Shell?
No.
Oh, okay. She's gonna be there in May, and I'm pretty excited about that show. She has some kind of twisted lyrics, and I like them. When I listen
I'll have to check her out.
And I'm like, ooh, I like this. So yeah, I was pretty excited about that. But that's really for like upcoming shows that we have at our venue. That's the only one I'm super excited about. We did just have Jonathan Roy there last night though, and I was delightfully surprised.
Nice.
They're very good. Not my normal like normal style music, but they were energetic on the stage. Their stage presence was really nice. The lyrics and the music offload like from one song to the next really well.
Nice.
So I was, yeah, I always use that phrase, delightfully surprised. But that's where I was with that last night. But I miss hearing, "Hey, Bluefix is playing. You want to go?"
Yep.
Yes, I want to go. Like, have my wish list of bands that I want to come out here and play our 1 year anniversary party. And I'm like, Blue Felix, Gabriel and Apocalypse, City of the Week. Like, all of these bands that you brought into our life is where I want to be. Like, I want them there. I think it would be fun. So
I think it's been too long.
it has. But I did promise Buddha that I might try to come down for his birthday. I might have to be like back-to-back trips.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I feel like I can't go to one without going to the other.
Well, you'll get to see me perform at Buddha's.
Oh. So is that you giving me like a free slide out pass? Like, you can come to one and it's like a double take, and then I'll just send a card.
Yep. Yeah, if you come to Buddha's, you'll still get to see me perform.
That would be cool. I told Buddha I would see. I didn't make any promises, so.
Psycho 78 is opening that show.
Okay.
Yep, my Misfits tribute band.
That would be cool. Yeah, I might be able to make one of those trips happen. I don't know if I can make both of them happen.
Yeah, no, you should. You should at least make Buddha's.
No promises. I did look at tickets though already, so I know how much a flight will cost me. You gonna let me crash on your couch?
Sure.
Because I might have to have a couch to crash on. But yeah, I need to get my travel plans figured out and finish with our podcast stuff and finish getting our roster put together. And I've got Tyler from Local Wolves is going to be on too.
Cool.
So like I said, I have a whole list of people that we've been like reaching out to. And have you ever heard of the program Punk Rock Saves Lives?
No.
They work with, they're kind of like a not a promotion company. They're more like a movement to keep the spirit and community of punk rock alive through like community work and promotion of, hey, if you need to talk, we're here. This is a huge community. Let's all help each other. I made a connection with a guy through one of the shows that travels around to different concerts, and that's what he just like kind of like gets there to talk to people about it. But they also do put on or are part of the Punksylvania Festival.
Oh.
I'll send you I have a flyer for it. He gave it to me. It's pretty cool. It's like a 4-day punk rock event.
Cool.
So, you know, like if you guys are looking for a good festival weekend to come hang out,
Yeah.
that would be where you could find us. It would be fun.
Cool.
Have a good party weekend. But I guess if nobody has anything else to chit-chat about, I can let you get back to your evening.
All right.
And we'll tell you.
It was nice seeing you guys. It's been a while.
It has. It's been way too long. I'm sure that we're going to have you back on in a year anyways, because I want to talk about like where you're at in a year. And
absolutely. I'm always down.
And then do you guys have like Instagram and TikTok, or are you just solely promoting through Facebook?
Just Facebook right now. I'm working on it. I'm doing all the social media myself, so
it's, you know what?
It's taking me a little while.
I still don't get TikTok, and I have been trying to figure it out. I seriously just send them to Alex, and Alex edits them, tags them, whatever, and then puts them on TikTok. I'm like, I will make them. You post them. Like I don't have time for that. But we'll hopefully we're gonna have our very first episodes and stuff lined out and out to the world within the next 2 weeks.
Sweet.
You're gonna be on the airwaves, baby.
Awesome.
So,
Thanks for having me.
no, thank you for coming to chit chat with us so much. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
A lot today.